Hello everybody, it's Connie with simplestamping.com. I'm so glad you guys could stop by for a simple stamping video. Guys, today I've got a flashcard for you. I know how much you enjoy creating with your flashcards. This is a very simple thank you card. But guys, I'm going to be honest, the sentiment, it can be anything. Birthday, sympathy, thinking of you, you fill in the blank right there. Today's card is it's just such a beautiful one. So easy to do. We've got some stamping on the inside as well. I say we get to stamping. Let's go. So for today's simple stamping card, we're going to be creating with the flashcard system. If you're not familiar with that, head over to YouTube and just search Connie Stewart flashcards. You'll find out about that. But my card base today is Whisper White Thick, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 inches. My flashcard pieces are in Night of Navy, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and Whisper White, 2.5 inches by 4 inches. Now, of course, the sentiment you choose is entirely up to you, but I needed a thank you card, and I'm going to use the Thanks for Everything. This is from the All Things Thanks stamp set. The star of today's show is definitely the Painted Season stamp set. Guys, absolutely gorgeous stamp set. I think you can see how realistic these images are. This stamp set is actually part of the Distinctive line. This is a brand new line from Stampin' Up. Can you see how realistic these look? What I love about this is that these are actual photographs of real flowers and pine cones and leaves, and then they have been converted to a stamp. Now, I do need to tell you, this stamp set actually isn't available for sale. You can only get it for free. It's part of our celebration that's going on right now. So this stamp set and the matching designer series paper is free when you place a $100 order now through March 31st, 2019. And yes, it is a bundle. Let me show you the designer series paper that comes with it. Absolutely gorgeous. You're going to get 12 by 12 sheets of designer series paper. Remember, it's always double-sided. So you're definitely not going to want to let this one pass you by. But let's get started with our card. So I'm going to start with my Night of Navy cardstock. And I want to start tearing. I'm going to tear towards myself. And I want you to see it's just a small piece. I like to tear in just little spurts, if you will. Boom, boom, boom. It kind of gives a nice little torn edge. This is going to give some softness to my card rather than having those harsh edges. So we'll tear that. Of course, that means my flashcard piece is a little too big. Let's trim it down. And let's trim that down to 2 1/4 inches. We're going to be using both the big flowers in the set, and I'm going to be using Grapefruit Grove today. I think this one just made for some really pretty flowers. We're going to begin with this larger flower, and I want to give you a few tips on stamping with distinctive stamps. So you notice there's a lot of detail to this stamp. We don't want to get ink down inside all of that detail. I like to say, kiss the bunny. Just gently kiss it onto your ink pad. We don't want to get really heavy-handed. Now, for this first image, I'm actually going to stamp off. I want to get some of this ink off of here. And I'm going to give it just a gentle press like that. Now we can come in the bottom left corner. And this time I'm giving it a little bit firmer press. Why? Well, because I took off some of that ink and I want to, there we go. That's what I'm going for. Do you see all the detail there? That's what we want. I can now come in with this smaller flower. Again, kiss the bunny. Only this time we're not going to stamp off, but I'm still going to use that kind of lighter touch. I'm going to stamp to the right and to the upper left. Gorgeous, isn't it? While I have that color and those ink pads out, I am going to go ahead and repeat this on the inside of my card. I will ink up my sentiment in Night of Navy, and we can stamp that in this area right here to the right of the flowers. Let me set that off to the side because I'm going to bring my card in now. We're going to stamp some leaves, and we'll do that in Mint Macaron. And for this, we're going to stamp in the upper right corner, and I'm going to stamp this 3 times in the upper right corner. Let me repeat that in the lower left corner. I'm also going to add some leaves here to the inside as well. Our stamping is done. It's time to put our card together. Now, we do have this torn edge. You can choose which side of the torn edge you like. Do you like the softer side or the rougher side? I think for today, I'll go with the softer side. We will center up our Knight of Navy cardstock. I'm going to add 6 dimensionals to my sentiment, and now we can add that right there. Guys, very quick, simple stamping. I love it. Now, if you want to step it up a notch, let me share with you what I did on this card. You can see I added a little piece of Calypso coral ribbon, and quickly I'll show you how I did that. I've got 2.5 inches of ribbon, not a lot. I'm going to put a little snail right down the middle and fold it in half like so. I'm going to add a little more snail right here on the back. And I'm literally just going to tuck it inside. That's another way, if you're ready to step it up a notch, you can add that little bit of ribbon. And if you want to come in and add a little bling, that is an option as well. I love adhesive back rhinestones for this. Again, just a couple options if you want to take your card up a notch. Well, there you go. Whether you like the very, very quick version or you wanted to step it up just a notch with the ribbon and the bling, this is a really fantastic card. And hey, get creative with those color combinations. This stamp, this flower is beautiful, stamped in so many of our colors. You want to check it out. Now remember, that Painted Season bundle is only available through March 31st, 2019, and it's only available for free. I don't want you to miss out on it. So head over to simplysimplestamping.com. Just look for the March 2nd, 2019 blog post. I'll have all the details about that bundle and of course about today's card. Listen, you're not going to want to miss out on those matching framelits either. If you are a die cutting person, if you love your die cuts, you're definitely going to want to check out those framelits. All the information will be there, March 2nd, 2019. Now, if you like the idea of flashcards, but cutting's not your thing, you are going to love this. How about flashcards to go? I have everything cut, scored, ready for you to create flashcards and flashcards 2.0. You'll have the envelopes, everything for 40 cards. You can find that at simplysimplestamping.com as well. Just look in the blue menu bar for flashcards and you'll see the flashcards to go there in the drop down menu. Be sure to check it out. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. And if you haven't already done so, there's a great big red subscribe button just waiting for you. Click that and also that bell in the upper right hand corner. And that way YouTube will let you know the next time I have a video ready for you. Be sure to check it out, my friends. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.